His heart. They did. And I'm not saying that against her. And I hope that's not the case when it comes to her raising her children. You got to learn to shut your mouth because the people on the internet that are defending you and saying, oh, she's just a baby, she's pregnant, she's young, all this shit. Nobody needs it. But are they going to be there for you when you run your mouth in real life and you get fucked up? No, nobody's going to be there for you. Don't do that. We need to teach these kids to not do this shit. You can't run your mouth on the internet and not get what you deserve. Like, I'm so tired of this. Go ahead, Cherry.
No, I was going to say the same thing. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about her, who, her parents and how she was parented. I will say this. Um, if my daughter would be doing what some of these people do on a social platform, I would be highly disappointed because
Facts.
I know I didn't raise mine to do that.
Not one
Right.
bit.
And I feel,
Oh, sorry.
oh, I'm sorry. I feel like if you're going to come on here and you're going to run your mouth like an adult, you should be able to get it back as an adult.
Right. And the thing
And
is, like, I
Well,
can
that's
feel
the
bad
thing.
for her as a minor being pregnant, but it's hard for me because she don't fuck, she's just gonna go after me and my kids at the same, like, it's like, and everybody defends her instead of like being the adult about it and saying, hey, you shouldn't run your mouth on the internet. Like, you shouldn't run your mouth, period, when nobody fucks with you because you're gonna get your fucking ass beat. That's how it goes.
Internet don't like it when they get came for. But a lot of people put out a lot of bad energy onto the internet and then get mad when the energy is turned back around on them, right? And that's not like people reacting to your abuse and then you don't get to claim victim to that, right? And this is like, again, I'm going to center myself because that's what I do best, but this is the issue we see with the Dana situation. You don't get to come in, be antagonistic, make little snide fucking comments to somebody over and over and over again and expect them never to fucking respond. And then when they do respond, scream that you're a victim, right? That's not how that works. That's manipulation. That's gaslighting. And a lot of people need to realize that if you cannot, don't dish it on the internet if you can't take it, because like a lot of people are patient for a long time. Like I'm a very patient person. I'll put up a lot before I like flip. But once I flip, like I'm very mean. And like I think people see like strength as like weakness sometimes because like it takes a lot of strength to like allow disrespect for a while before you respond. But that doesn't make somebody weak. What's going to happen is they're going to like explode and you're going to see what they're really about. And that's a natural human response to like constant abuse.
Right. And the way that these, okay, youngins or whatever that they're called, um, it doesn't like, I can't even relate to this because I'm such a terrible person and terrible mother, but my youngins don't act this way. But when they act this way on the internet, they encourage it. They're like, hey, W poison. Like this, and I know people are going to get at me for this. This young woman in her 20s is pregnant and she runs her mouth all the time. And then when people clap back, they're like, oh, you can't say that. They're like, you can't poison, speak your truth, like act a
But
fool and all this stuff. It's crazy to me. Like, why
so
would
I
you want her to act
thank
like
you,
that?
Richie.
so
You
okay.
shouldn't act like that,
So one
ever.
thing so tacos, one thing I'm realizing is we're all regular normal people on this app, dealing with messy talk, debate talk and all that kind of stuff. Some of us on this app are big time creators and whatnot, but the thing, this whole drama and threats and stuff like this and doxing, actually, when we have been happening for the longest time, but on different platforms. YouTubers have been talking about the same issue on their channels and drama that we're talking about for decades now, since 04, since it's been coming out. So, I mean, and then we saw this type of stuff happening with Facebook and different groups in Facebook, and how people would get mad at each other in different cliques and groups, and then we would get doxxed in those groups. We saw swatting happening with gamers because of whatever, they would get pissed, so they would go do swatting. So this type of shit is not new. It's just a different form.
A lot of people don't realize is a lot of people are new to being like in internet worlds with this app or with an app, right? A lot of people have not been in social media at
Hold
like
on, Bex. Hold on. Belinda,
Okay.
I was never a teen mom. Neither was Poison. If she was before that, that's a different thing. Okay, I was never a teen mom. Nor did I act this way. Ever.
What are you talking
This
to?
is the point. I'm talking
Belinda.
to Belinda. Belinda, I was never a teen mom. If Poison was a teen mom, I'm not coming after her for having a baby young. I'm not. I never said that. I'm talking about her behavior, which is not okay. None of it is okay.
I mean, I don't think that.
Bex was saying
I'm sorry.
something
I'm just
really
gonna say.
quick.
I'm just gonna say something really quick. I don't think the behavior is okay on any level at any age, whether you're 17 or whatever, or you're 70. Like coming after people and telling them, "Oh, I hope you unalive because and have a
Wait a minute, Cherry.
stroke
How
and
does the fuck
unalive."
do I act like a child, but Belinda doesn't? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Belinda's
What were you
trash.
saying?
Belinda,
She's
shut the
actually
fuck
trash.
up. I'm not acting like a child. I'm being real.
Why would you engage with someone who acts like a
Okay,
literal
go ahead. Go ahead,
stalker
Cherry.
and
I'm sorry.
child?
I didn't mean. I interrupted Cherry. Go ahead.
And Bex wanted to say.
No,
Bex
Oh,
was
don't
talking.
entertain it. Don't entertain it.
No, go ahead, Bex. I actually interrupted Bex just to say what I had to say real quick. Go ahead, Bex.
Just saying that like this has been an ongoing problem. Anyone who's been in social media and like back to Facebook, MySpace, all these places had like large circles, like Facebook had groups. All of the social media networks have these issues, and it takes like a lot to like recognize like an issue, and this has been an issue with social media for a long time. But like this is the kind of shit that like splits up good things, because all of the inside beef and all this shit has like really split Debate Talk and Messy Talk up. And I get that it's fun to have the drama and whatnot, but like I've watched social media networks, like good groups of people who do good things, like disperse over this dumb shit in other social media platforms. And it makes me sad, because this is such a great space, and I don't want to see it like
It was.
fall apart.
Linda, why the fuck do you keep saying that? Why would I dox you? Like, what the? I have never wanted to dox anybody. Nobody. Why do you do this? And then you talk about me being old. Belinda, you're old as fuck. Coming in here doing drama. Why would I dox you? You think because I disrespected you, I'm gonna dox you?
Belinda
That's not
does
how that
is
goes.
drama.
Belinda's just
She's a
fucking.
sad, lonely woman. Like, her husband hates her. She is just alone in her
Well, I
life
wouldn't
and
say
comes on
that.
here to
Damn,
bully
Robert, I
people.
thought you
I'm
and
just gonna
Belinda were
keep it on the
cool.
app. I'm just going to keep it on the app. I
I
wouldn't say
mean,
that. I don't think her husband hates her. But
no,
No,
I
how
no,
the
I
fuck
think
did
her
you say that I
husband
would
hates her.
dox you?
hold on a second. I'm not going to say anything bad against Belinda because Belinda's never done anything to me,
I'm
and
not
I've never
trying.
done anything to Belinda. And there's one person in common that's done some horrible shit, and so we have that in common, right? Um, you know,
No, I know who you're talking about.
yeah. So, if y'all have an issue with Belinda, Belinda knows that I don't have anything against her, you know.
No, I don't have anything against her in particular. I just think she's a very, very nasty individual. She spreads gossip constantly. That's her life. That is her life. Her life is gossip and hate. Calls me racist out of nowhere when
I
she,
just don't
and this is,
understand why
you
she
know,
said I would dox you.
here's what I'll actually say about Belinda. She is an older version of Bella. She's an older version of Bella because she has surrounded herself with people that have told her that she can have a voice that she can't have. She's exactly the issue with what the youngsters have done to Bella is what they've done to her. Because I'm not black, but let's all be very certain not a soul that's ever met me has ever assumed or in any version of my life thinks I'm white. Not even sorta. Yet you have white trash like Belinda who feel that they can weaponize what they've been given by
Oh, shit.
black people to call me things like white and compare herself to me. Belinda, plain and simply, is racist. Very disgusting bigot and racist. And she's been told that she can do that because if you're not black, Belinda has been told that you can say and do anything you want to anyone you want. And
I
so
think
I
they
think that if
lie.
people knew how racist Belinda was, I don't think very many people would actually like her very much.
I don't think Belinda's racist, but I think they
No, she
know why
is. She is. The
she
things that
keeps
she says
asking
to
me that.
me,
Okay,
the things
I'm
that
not
she
a
says to
huge
me are racist.
I'm not a huge Belinda fan, but I've never heard anything racist come out of her mouth.
But I think I know why Belinda's asking me that is because in Bolt's Live, when I was like posting memes on her, she brought up my kid. And then she said, "Are you gonna dox me?" Like she was asking for it. And I was like, no, no.
Yeah, but I've never heard her be racist.
When
I
you
mean,
call someone who isn't white constantly that they're white and you bully them about something that they're not, that is racist. That is
okay,
racist.
okay. I mean, I don't.
And she
Yeah, I mean, if she did that, I mean, I
and
didn't
I don't
see
need you
it.
guys. I also don't. You guys have your own dynamics with her. I'm not. You. That's totally respectable. I'm not. I don't need anyone. You guys can love her. I'm sure there's people on here that are a friend. That's wonderful. I'm saying that the woman I know is a racist, plain and
Yeah,
simply.
we all have different, perspectives of people. You have your own you have your own dynamics and experiences with her. That's not my experience, and it's probably not Tacos or Trey's or Bex's or Mimi's.
Sure.
Robert, I will say I'm racist towards Indians from India. I've had a lot of bad experience, so I don't trust them hardly any of them. But I love their food.
Period. Okay. That was.
What
Huh.
the fuck?
What
Wildest shit I've heard all day.
in the
Did
world
she drop on
was?
her own after that, or did someone
I would
drop
like to
her?
talk to Mimi
It wasn't
sometime.
me.
I would like to talk to Mimi sometime about that one person. Just
Want
that,
to shake things up because it was such drama. I want to fucking shake things up.
just to see what you know.
Well, that one person, I've kind of squashed things. I really don't go on to his panels much because him and I still politically don't see eye to eye. He has gone very far
Left.
left,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no coming back from that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you know the whole story with me.
I've heard about it. And trust me, I heard about it.
Everything that you've probably heard is a lie. I will say this, I have all the proof. And I don't know if you know this either, but he also tried to buy firearms from two people because he can't legally buy one.
Yes, I know.
So you know that to have me unalived.
Well, I don't agree with any of that. I don't.
Yeah, so I mean, I have to. I mean, I don't go. I have him blocked. I know that he did travel to Louisiana, not this past summer, the summer before. I had to be very careful with that. But like I said, I have all my proof and everything. So if I mean, and Belinda knows as well. Sherry and I know the truth. Belinda knows the truth as well. So he, you know, as far as trusting him or what he tells you about people, he's a compulsive liar.
I keep him on a very short, I guess you could say, leash on how I trust.
Okay, because if you do something to him that's I don't know, if you set him off the wrong way,
Oh, I know. Trust me.
he'll do the same
Trust
thing
me.
to
I
you.
know. If you look at some of my YouTube videos,
Uh-huh.
I have came after him.
But that's all I wanted to talk to you about because I knew
That's
that
fine.
like I wouldn't be able to talk to you if you were on his panel and you were on his panel
Oh,
all the
yes, I
time. So I
I know.
appreciate it. Yeah.
No problem.
Wait, who?
We're not going to say the name.
Well, I think that you two
Okay,
just solved peace in
Cherry,
the Middle
message
East
it.
by the sounds of it.
Cherry, message it to me.
You
Yeah.
you know who it is anyway, but I'll message it to you.
Period.
Anyways, Robert, in unpacking our racism, I have some
Speaking
questions.
of unpacked, Steph, I see you just entered the live, Steph. You're
Oh,
being
Oh,
Oh,
God.
you're
oh, this
being
could be fun
requested,
for
Steph.
Bexy.
this will
Oh,
be
yeah.
interesting.
This ought to be interesting.
Speaking of white women we
Stephanie,
haven't unpacked.
I know. Speaking of white saviors that like to cry. Wait a minute. Did she leave or did she just scroll through? Because I don't see her.
I'm sure she, I'm sure she left.
oh, Stephanie, what's happened to you, Stephanie?
Oh, so much.
Yeah, she's gone. I only see T-Bone in here and everybody else.
I do see
She ha-
another
She does have to
interest.
be at a certain level of, you know what, to be able to try to deal with
Spiciness?
that. So spiciness, right? You know, maybe she's not spicy enough yet to.
She's not spicy
That's right.
enough.
Who's unpacked so far?
Bex, you and her were spicing it out on Scott's live that one night. It was like
I
a
know
cat fight.
she got bold, and
She
yes,
gets
I am, Dana. You know what, Dana? I can see I can see you're in
Oh,
here.
yes.
You know, like I'm not
Yes.
like trying to fucking
fuck stuff.
like, yeah. There's no love. There's no love there for Steph and I. Like that ship has sailed. And in the same way, it's because she came for me over and over and over and over and over and over and over when I didn't do shit. And now I'm tired of it. So now all fucking bets are off because y'all done made these beds. And now that I'm responding, you don't like it anymore. Right? Which is exactly what I just said on this fucking panel. Y'all want to fucking dish it. And then when I dish it back, y'all want to fucking cry about it. No, I'm not the victim. Now I'm the perpetrator, baby. All bets are off. Now no one's trying to be cute no more. Y'all want to dish the shit? I'll dish it
You
right
can't.
back.
You
I'm
can't
matching
take
energy.
it. You can't take it, Dana, because you always cry.
Can't. She
I
does. She sits in the
literally.
comments. She sits in the comments of the lives all the time, so she can just listen, right? And the minute something happens, she's in the comments. Oh, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Like, obviously, why don't you have 100 other lives you could go into, but you sit in here because you're fucking obsessed. Like,
Or she scrolls through my live.
all night, literally over and over and over. Like, just say you're obsessed. Like, it's fine. I get it. You want to be like me. I know it's one of those things. You can't be me though. You can't be me.
She's not as pretty as you. She definitely don't have as big boobs as you.
Exactly.
She's built like a fucking 12-year-old boy.
Like, unfortunately, at this point, you've made your bed. Robert's gonna drop soon because he's bored with us all and all this drama.
Bex, you know I back you up.
I mean,
I
we
love
can
you,
go.
Taco.
I can go live, and we can do the messy talk. Continue this
I
messy
mean,
talk.
we could if Robert drops, but let's hope he comes back. I'm hoping Robert comes back. But there he is. We still have $20 of his gold to meet. It is $5 this night for 5 minutes, $25 for the entire night. If you're sick of listening to any of us talk, hit that Cash App, friends, and tap the screen and share the live. Share it to Steph, Dana.
Yeah, bring that bitch in here.
What does this mean? Is Slabs 104? Hell's bells, you got me. Ringing bold, we're coming for you.
That fuck?
Bells, you got me. No. It's like a riddle.
Yes. What is that like a background you use, or is it like a green screen, or what you use with
You talking about the face that I use?
Yeah.
It's a green screen.
Oh, okay. Because I always love it, but I'm like, what
Did you
the hell
take
is
it with your phone, your Galaxy?
I made it actually.
No.
I just took a black background and used the emojis. That's all.
No, that's cool.
Because the new Galaxies can actually zoom into the moon very well.
Yeah, I just got the
Oh, you're
new,
talking about my profile picture. Yeah, that I actually took that with my phone.
Oh, that looks good.
That was back in October.
I got the new, I think it's the
Oh my
Galaxy
god.
25 Ultra.
Yes, the
I always
ultras, you can fucking zoom into the craters of the
Robert, you're
fucking
being
moon.
challenged in my Discord.
Yeah,
right now.
I wish the Galaxies, I wish Samsung would actually have the Apple technology for hearing aids to pair to cochlear implants, but they don't, which sucks. I wish they did.
Oh,
Because with the
What am I being
Samsung,
challenged for?
you would have to, my cochlear.
It's
Yes, sweetheart.
someone Aqua saying that you're lying
No, I'm not.
where?
What?
in my Discord. I just wanted you to
Well,
know because I didn't know if you had
Aqua
notifications
is
turned
a
on.
stalker at the highest level.
That's it. He embellishes
So
things. He will call me a P3DO. Woo!
did I say that? Oh, is she throwing herself under the bus here?
Am I like get like it's my Discord. I can share shit out of it, right? Like it's happening.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
but
coming across my
Sometimes.
notifications. It's
that's
coming in.
when I
It's coming
say
across
when I
my
say
notifications too.
when I say she's a stalker, I'm being serious. Like she's not only doxed me, actually, she's doxed my mother, my father, my sister. Like she's
August too.
insane.
She tried to
Yeah,
dox August.
everybody. She's doxed everyone she knows. She's nuts. Like actually psychotic, and she's dangerous. Like no, I'm not gonna go talk to her. She's weird. She's a 6-year-old woman and a predator herself.
See, there you go. You're calling her P3DO.
No, I didn't know. She's a predator to women,
I,
not to
I
children.
I I want more information, but I'm happy to take it off app and not because this was not my intention to like bring it to the live. But I just wanted you to know that there was conversation happening because you're in there, and I didn't know if you had notifications on.
No, well, even if I do, she spent the last 2 years in Bold's Live just talking to herself. I mean, she does the same in Sirens. People just let her do this. Like she's mentally very sick, I think, and she's dangerous. Very, very, very dangerous. And dangerous from people who would know dangerous. Like I don't know. I'll tell you later.
You can talk off app because
Yeah, she has been probably reported to the FBI more than most people I know by very legitimate figures on the app. I think certainly she is someone who could be seriously looking at consequences for what she does.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like legitimate people on this app who are who are with the FBI. Robert knows.
Yeah, absolutely. She's weird.
Cherry, yeah, if you have cochlear implants, you have to get a third device in order to hook up to your phone and stuff with Samsung, which really sucks because I like Samsung phones. So Apple's the only one that has the technology where you can pair them up. So you don't need a third device or a second device. So
Okay.
Well, that sounds
Yeah,
like a
with-
So you're
patent to
stuck
me.
with the Apple phone then.
yeah, it sounds like a patent thing where So I like Samsung has really fucking a friend of mine showed me her new Galaxy S25. I'm like, oh my god, that's fucking cool, but I couldn't. I'm like, damn it. So I have to stick with
A
Apple.
lot of people, I think, report to the FBI, but the reason why I said that she has, I think, a lot of legitimate, because the thing that people don't realize is that the FBI is not going to really look that deep into it unless you're a credible threat. I think there's enough very legitimate people who have reported her because of some of the more eccentric things that she's done, that I think she's someone who really is probably looking at some consequences, I think, for the things that she does. When I say that legitimate figures, you're talking attorneys, you're talking people in law enforcement who have and gone and are going out of their way to pursue her and see that she sees consequences. And so she just makes the wrong enemies. She really does. And she deserves it. With the behavior she has, it's frightening to think that she's on the street at all. And
Yeah.
again, do I think she's a predator? I do think she's a predator.
And I mean, I wouldn't
Didn't say it was children. She
I
did.
wouldn't take threats lightly off the app. And I have an example. I have a friend that lives in California. A lady made a threat to her on this app, saying that she would cause great bodily injury, and had all the evidence. Had called the police. Actually, called the detective. The detective came out and interviewed her. Gave all the evidence to the detective. Detective went through it, turned it over to the DA. The DA took the case. You know, a DA is not going to take a case unless they feel like they can do something with it. DA took the case, and she's been to court several times, and now she's awaiting another trial date. She chose to do the jury trial, so we'll see what happens. So, I mean, if you think that, you know, running your mouth's not always the best thing to do, especially if you're going to threaten somebody.
Oh, and the thing I think is people think doxing, because it's used so like nonchalant, that there's not that it doesn't maybe like really happen, but there are legal parameters that you can breach, and she breaches most everyone. And so anyway, I don't really think about her twice. She's been doing these things for a long time, and to be certain, I'm not one of the people that really cares to pursue her. But is she probably more focused on me than anyone else on the app by far. Ask Bold. She literally would spend days, weeks writing paragraph after paragraph after paragraph about me. And
Yeah,
I've
that's what
spoken to
Bill
her
said.
maybe twice.
Yeah, he's like, I have paragraphs upon paragraphs upon paragraphs in his Discord. It was weird.
Mhm. Yeah, and they're just like these nonsensical rants about me. And again, because her and I have had maybe, well, two conversations at all in our entire time on this app, but that's what people who have issues do. So, yeah, anyways, she's not, whatever. I think people like her get the consequences they deserve because of their own behavior, not because I need to help them.
Oh, Richie. She's been reported to the FBI more than anyone I know. Curious about the company, one's company they
The
keep.
company,
Yeah, right?
you don't have to be curious. You're with us all here every day, Vroom. Like, what are you talking about? You see, we're talking about the TikTok streets, like in particular.
Oh no, room.
Right?
Well, no. I mean, when I'm talking about the FBI, no, in my job, in my job room, in
Oh,
in
your
in the
job.
political arena, come on, room. I Yeah,
Better you think it
you
does.
don't
What?
you don't have to look any further than the job I do to know how involved the FBI is in my line of work. But not just the FBI. I mean, all the kind of national security space. But yeah, no, it is whatever.
Have y'all ever seen Broom,
Oh, and
aka
Vroom is
Richie?
is one of
Yeah, during the
yeah,
summer
Vroom
when he
is
goes in his pool.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He is one of the closer people I have on this app. He's actually
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever met or like obviously, but Bex, like I'm very close to Broom. I'm very very close to Broom. I admire him quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then, Vroom, if you're a friend of Robert's, you're a friend of mine.
Just make sure you watch him when he goes to the pool. He's some nice eye candy.
And my loyal.
I know, but if you like to watch a live, I
Always a nice
think
compliment from a beautiful gal.
Richie's probably ignoring me.
Is Dana still here? Can we bring Dana? Let's get some drama going. I am ready. I would love to cuss somebody out.
Wow, Dana J. We have some interesting people in here.
No, it looks like
Yeah,
she
but
ran away.
Ooh.
yeah,
I
but
think she's mad because I
but
corrected her when she said anyways, and I correct her anyway. For a teacher, you should know that.
highly tolerable room. I don't know if I would call the TikTok crowd highly tolerable. But I was gonna say, oh, to Belinda. No, I think Belinda knows why I think her and I have a dynamic that is whatever it is, but her and I are not like newly uncomfortable or comfortable with one another. Why I said what I said earlier, I told her in the chat, and I hope that you actually think about that, Belinda, because it's very insulting from where I'm from, and I've even told you about this, I think, in a very nice way once with you, Belle, and Ed, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and that's why it frustrates me that when you call me that, it's intolerable. It's really terrible. We're not Italians who anglicized on the East Coast. Not even sort of. I come from a state where what you do and how you say it is very, 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 very demeaning. And so I hope that you hear that. And if you do and you respect that, I think you know full well that I don't dislike you even sort of. I think that is racist though.
So can I bring up a topic really quickly? I
What's
want
up?
to know why the White House got turned into a car dealership commercial for Tesla.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it got turned into a car dealership commercial for Tesla. And now everybody's simping for Tesla on how it's such a great company. And that's what I'm hearing. Like, oh yeah, Tesla's great. And I'm like, wait, isn't this the people that bash EVs and Tesla for 4 or 5 years? Now we're simping for Tesla and saying they're great?
Oh no, I don't own a Tesla. I don't plan on buying one. I prefer a GMC. Like, that's what I like. I have a GMC Acadia Denali, but I'm fixing to get another one, a new one.
Nice.
Richie, unpacked is what liars use to say they've changed. It's a word that if I don't want people to think I'm something anymore, I say I've unpacked, and then the whole
I
world
think we
can
need to get
accept me
back
again. It's kind
to
of like
I
going
think
to
we need to
rehab.
get back to unpacking, right? This is what we're here to do. We are here to unpack from political beliefs to emotional baggage. We are here to unpack. So can we get back to that?
Oh, about
Just
unpacking?
yes, we've got to continue to unpack this deep inside of us.
Well, I have nothing to it. I've never had anything to unpack. And I'll tell you why. Well, I don't know if I want to share that much. Let me see who all's in here. I guess I can. You're talking about with racism and things, right? Okay. Well, I wasn't brought up with racism or treating people any sort of way. Everybody was the same to me. And my mom, she came up in a time, I mean, I'm not making her sound older than she is by my verbiage, but she came up and she had to sneak to play with a little girl that was black, because segregation still existed, and that was her best little friend. And I told August this. One day my mom wasn't home, and the little girl thought she was at the pool, didn't go into the pool, but went to the pool, and it was a segregated pool. And there were some boys there, and because she was there, they drowned her for being black. And that's my mom. Like, she never taught, I mean, she always taught us to love everybody, regardless of their skin color. And that carried me throughout life. And that's what I taught my daughter. You know, I've never. Who's Ange? Oh, anyway. Yeah, I mean, maybe, I don't know if I have unpacking to do, I wouldn't know what it would be. I mean, if anybody has any suggestions, but I mean, that was my story. Well, I'm sorry it went.
Well,
I'm sorry it went
I
dark,
think that's
but
what it's about. I think that's what it's about. It's to say that actions, lives are what tell someone's story. The word unpacked doesn't. And that was kind of the point earlier, is that when you have individuals like Aqua, who's had a life in which she has friends that do these things, are these things, live life as a racist person, so much so that as the NAZI logo as a tattoo, that's your story. So the word unpack becomes very irrelevant. Um, and so I think that that's kind of the point, is that I think people who have lives that indicate that they are something, doesn't cannot the word unpack cannot negate that. Um, and someone's story who the inversion of that, someone's story who is maybe a story of treating people fairly or a life of fairness being brought up in an equitable society,
Mhm.
which to be certain, not all this country is the same. And if someone's raised in a place where equity has already been achieved, which there are, um,
Well,
you can't really assume that you know someone's life span or story.
well, what we're referring to right now, Robert, I think you would agree, is basically a philosophical type narrative we're trying to discuss, right? And then I would bring up the language game, right? I'm trying to elaborate and describe your life and your existence and your reality and your future based on language. But language is always past tense because we create words based on experience. If you don't experience something, then we're not creating a terminology or a word, right? We have to go through as a Homo sapiens, we experience something and then beyond that experience, we create a terminology or a word to describe that experience, and that goes into language. So language is always past tense. So it gets kind of hard, but that's more of a philosophical thing, and it gets kind of like a slippery slope. But I always call it the language game when we're sitting here trying to do these like verbal dances.
Can we just make debate talk great again? That's what I'm here for. I'm here for making debate talk great again. I think we need a petition. I think we need to make this a slogan. Like, I think we need to run with this stuff. I'm tired of the debate talk drama. We need it to be great again.
We need to start speaking with our breasts again. That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if that's what it takes. Look,
that
I
was
mean, at
stupid. I'm
this point,
sorry.
I don't know, but like, I'm like, debate talk used to be.
That was a dumb statement on my half. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're fine. You're fine.